Second Cup is brought to you by Roswell Park Comprehensive Care Center.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It is 8 o'clock on the start of your
Tuesday.
Thank you.
You busy?
I am trying to find someone on Facebook that we were just talking about because maybe this is him.
Okay. Good morning, everyone.
I don't know, but
We have gotten real sidetracked today.
it's okay, for better or for worse.
Coming out
for
of that
better.
one story, and then you're saying funny stuff to me in the commercials or during a story, and then I start laughing.
What was I saying?
That was when I was texting Paul something
Yeah.
to remind him about something, and Ed was big. He must wake up and see your text and just be like, shut up. Because I'm like texting all this stuff.
She's like writing the Bible to him. And though...
That's what he said to me, and then he's like, because I started laughing because it probably is true. It's probably like, oh my God, I get it. The bottles are in the fridge.
Oh
like,
my
you know,
God,
whatever.
shut up.
He wouldn't say that though, like right away in the morning. That was funny.
Oh
That
my
made,
God.
It really did make me laugh when you said that. I was like, oh. And because I was like feverishly like something.
Isn't it funny though that I could say that to you and you can laugh?
He's like, hey, yeah. But like really, I do think about it because like my mind, I'm up at 2:30.
Right.
My mind goes a million miles a minute. And I'm like, I have to dump all these aging things. So he wakes up to these messages that are like this long. And he's probably like,
Shut up!
I get it, honey. I understand.
Oh my God. No, don't cry.
It made me laugh. That's why I was crying because it's probably very true. Thank God Paul's not on today. Oh God, that was funny. But then it was like the worst time ever that you said that. I'm like, oh my
right, and then we come out to a tease about some
a very serious story.
craziness.
But like sometimes stuff just goes, you know, your head just circles.
Usually it just comes out of my mouth, you know, and just like word vomit.
Oh, I know.
And if I'm thinking it, I'm saying it. You
So
know what? At
funny.
least you know where you stand with me.
Yeah. You
And
do.
once you're out, you're out.
All right, Edward. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get back on track here.
I guess so.
Because that really did make me laugh this morning.
Lori,
though. Thank
Katie
you.
is crying.
I was crying, and I was laughing so hard this morning when it happened too. It was like in a commercial or something. Oh my God, it was funny though.
No, it was during Jeff Russo's story.
That's
It
right.
was.
And then we were also starting. We get so sidetracked sometimes because we're watching Jeff Russo's story, talking about all these movies that are coming, or they're going to be making all these movies here.
Right.
And then Ed goes, "If you could pick any movie star to come make a movie in Buffalo, what would you pick?" And now we're like on that train. You've been on a real roll lately, I have to say.
It's because I had a really refreshing and relaxing weekend. It's because Russ wasn't here. But I love him and I really did miss him. It's true, no filter. And you know what? I'm not sorry for it because sometimes it's funny.
Oh, look, Yvette's joining us for the first time. Hi, Yvette. Hi, Yvette. Welcome. Glad to have you here. It's not always like this. Sometimes we're...
Usually it is.
Oh, my gosh. It was funny because we were trying to come up with topics for the show today, and we came up with a couple, and then we're like, this is going to end up going off the rails.
Okay, but answer the question. If there was one movie star who could make a movie in Buffalo, who would it be?
I have two answers. So my number one answer, I told you someone today, but I think my number one answer would actually be Julie Andrews because if I could see her, I would like lose it.
Is she still making movies?
Sometimes I think she does. You know, she did Princess Diaries. It wasn't that long ago.
Princess
it was
of
probably 20
Genovia.
years ago. When was Princess Diaries? It was probably a long time
Yeah.
ago. But I think that would be awesome to have her here. You would probably love it if Meryl Streep was here.
Oh my God. If they
you
were
would
shooting
die.
Devil Wears
I know,
Prada
you would
here,
go nuts.
I'm living for all of these behind the scenes
Yeah.
videos on Instagram right
Yeah.
now. I love that movie.
And then I like the funny guys. Like I told you, although he doesn't really play a funny guy now, like Chris Pratt, he's become a big movie star. But I loved him in Parks and Rec. I thought he was so funny.
He's also super handsome.
And so I would love to like see him here. I think that would be really cool. We had Bradley Cooper here.
Right. I was saying Matt Bomer. I have
do I know
such.
him?
Oh my God. If there is one hall pass, it would be Matt Bomer.
Do I know him?
Oh my God. He is so handsome.
Okay, the problem,
And he's a little older, which I like too.
I haven't seen like any of these movies that he's in. See, that's why. And he's probably this huge star.
He
I
is.
just live under a rock. I'm sorry, Matt. If you're watching, Matt.
What do you think we could do to get Matt Bomer to come here?
Oh, I started watching this show, Mid-Century Modern.
Look at that.
He's with Nathan Lane.
Okay.
I only watched like one episode.
White Collar, he was in for a while. Oh, he's so handsome.
I'm literally right now watching Orange is the New Black, which is, when did that come out? It had to have been early 2000s because in the show the other day, first off, someone had a flip phone.
Yeah.
And number two, what did she say? She's like, one of the girls was referencing something. She's like, it's going to be in 2015. And I was like,
Oh, the future.
when did this come out?
Can we talk about it on Twitter? Says Eddie Murphy and Chris Hemsworth. Okay. Shirley says Julie Andrews is so classy. Love Julie Andrews, Lori says.
I do too.
Okay, who would you want to come shoot a movie in Buffalo? We had Bradley Cooper, as you mentioned. If there is like one
Star.
Yeah, exactly. One actor.
It would be cool to have somebody who was really active on social media because then they could show off like all the city stuff. You know?
Yeah, that's true. That's
that
a
would
good
be
point.
kind of neat.
Kelly says mine would be Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
People think he's very attractive. I can't get behind that.
Okay. I'm trying to think of who else is like a really big star who would be good. Let me Google.
Anne Hathaway, like that would be kind of cool.
No, you're just stuck on The Devil Wears Prada.
Honestly, I cannot wait to see that movie. Stanley Tucci.
Look at how old I am. I'll Google big movie stars. Tom Cruise, Scarlett Johansson, Robert Downey Jr. I thought about him. Bradley Cooper. Look, we've had one of the biggest that pops up. Oh, Tom Hanks.
Okay.
Could you imagine if Tom Hanks was here? That would be
No.
so cool.
Oh, Liam
You said
Neeson.
no.
I love Liam Neeson. Peter says I'd like to see
Neeson.
Kevin Costner up here in Buffalo. I feel like that's a feasibility. Oh, Jeanette, duh, right? Haley Steinfeld.
Where were we on that one?
Well, wasn't she here? Didn't she go shopping at one of the stores in the South
I'm
Towns?
sure she's been here.
Well, sure, yeah. Heather says Harrison Ford. That would be cool.
Oh, Harrison Ford. I love him.
Julie Brad Pitt. Halle Berry.
Did you watch Shrinking? It's
No.
funny. It's on Apple TV. It's got Jason Segel, yeah, and Harrison Ford, and they're like therapists. It's called Shrinking.
Oh, like brain
Like
shrinking?
shrink. Like you're- Right. It's pretty funny.
Denise says Alan Richson. I don't know who that is.
Oh, yes, you do. He was in all the Harry Potter movies.
I haven't seen a single one.
Okay, but you would know who he is. He was in. Isn't that who I'm thinking of? No. No. Who am I thinking of? I'm thinking of.
Oh, he's
oh.
handsome.
Who am I thinking of? Alan Rickman. Oh my God. Well,
Can we bring you in? Hold on.
sorry. Yes, he is 100% who I was thinking of.
Alan Rickman's been dead
Oh
since
my
like
gosh, you guys.
All right.
2020. But Alan Richardson is Thad Castle. He plays Jack Reacher.
Oh, okay.
A handsome guy.
What was
Yeah.
Jack Reacher?
Easy on the eyes.
Isn't that like an action show, action movie?
You guys, I'm sorry. My brain doesn't work anymore. I blame it
okay.
on not sleeping.
We know.
What did we want to talk about? Oh, I wanted to ask the question to parents about the school and the brands.
Go for it.
So we had a story on today, and if you're back to school shopping or you had kids in your life or whatever, how did you handle this? I know how you handled it.
No, I'll
I
tell
hope your mom is joining us because
I'm
I'd
sure
love
she's
to have her
here.
chime in.
I will tell you exactly what happened, but go ahead.
So they were basically saying, like, obviously, the majority of people out there can't afford everything name brand.
Right.
And chances are kids are going to be like, I want this, I want this, I want the, the Nikes or the Jordans, and then I want, I don't even know the hot brands anymore. I want
Labubu.
I want the American Eagle or Abercrombie. That's probably not cool. I don't know.
Abercrombie is cool again, but for
come back
different
around.
reasons.
So I want to know. American
Really?
Eagle? I bought a pair of jeans recently. I thought they were great.
Wow.
I hope they still fit though. I haven't bridged that gap since I had the baby. But so my question is, how do you find like those one or two name brand things that you're like, okay, I'm going to bend on this, but we have to make sacrifices here.
Because everything is so much more expensive these
Yeah.
days.
So they were saying have kids make a list so they can make a list of all the stuff, and then you pick what do you really want the most. And I feel like that was a good idea.
That's fair.
But how does that work? What do you do?
So I will tell you. I remember. So the Moose was the biggest deal in the entire world when you were in high school, right? It was Abercrombie.
The Moose.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it. I mean, if you're of a certain age, you were wearing three brands. It was Hollister, Abercrombie, and for the girls, it was like the pink brand. It was Victoria's Secret.
Yeah, that was a little bit later. Because,
you?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
Wait, because we're a couple years apart.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a little bit later in high school. I would say Hollister definitely was popular in college and Abercrombie.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess a little bit of the, Victoria's Secret, they just started their sweatpants and that kind
Right.
of stuff with the, words. American Eagle was pretty popular for a while too.
Yeah. Well, so
What's the other one? What was the one that was?
Aeropostale,
Thank you.
but no one wore that.
Right, because, well, let's be real. It looked just like everything else, but it was from a different store.
And it was like the cheaper version of it.
I'd be wearing it.
Thank you. Well, so now what I'm saying is like my mom would never have bought me that kind of stuff because it was so expensive. And
Right.
it was like stupid expensive for what it was. Like you're talking $50 for a t-shirt.
Especially if you have kids when you're in high school. They're probably still growing.
Right. Well,
So, like, to have that,
I wasn't, but
that could have been your argument.
Yeah.
I was forever. No, but they're still, you know what I mean? So to buy, like, even now with the baby, I'm like looking at how quick they grow through stuff. I'm like, whoa. And so I can't imagine if you had like a 7 or 8 year, 9, 10, 12-year-old boy and they want really nice sneakers.
Right.
How often are you buying really nice sneakers?
I can't imagine. And then like you've got to have gym sneakers and gym clothes and all that stuff too, like to change into.
Right.
So my point is that, I worked all these other jobs throughout high school to even get to the point where I could afford to buy the clothes that I wanted. And I think that was the trade-off. I think, but when you're that young, there has to be some discernment and there has to be some line in the sand where, you're saying, okay, I'm not buying this.
Right.
And if you want it, you can save your money.
So I have a question because I never did like back to school shopping like anyone who went to a public school did because I wore uniforms. So like our back to school shopping would be like my mom and we'd be out like, where can we find white turtlenecks that fit me? Like because you had your white shirt, your
Right.
gray skirt, they came from the uniform store, and then you would do like tights or little knee highs were really popular with the Britney Spears era. Like we all wore those little like knee highs with our little shoes.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
Okay, minus the provocativeness of that music video, that was my school uniform. It was a
Oh my
white shirt,
God.
gray skirt, and the little thing. But so how did you do the back to school shopping? Like, were your parents like, you get X amount of dollars, or were they like, you can buy one new pair of jeans? Like, how did that
I don't even
work?
think we did back to school shopping, to be honest with you. I think
You
if
just
I
picked
need,
it up throughout the year.
yeah, or if I
Yes.
needed clothes, I got clothes.
Yeah.
It was that, understand that we were fortunate in that
Yeah.
case, in that aspect.
It blows my mind now that you can get like on Amazon, right? Where
Yeah.
you see this shirt and then it's all the colors it's available in. That used to not be the case.
I know.
Because we needed a maroon sweater for Mass Day. And like, we'd be like, oh my God, you guys, Hollister is a maroon sweater. And then
Oh
we'd
my
all get the
God.
same maroon sweater.
Well, and so, I mean, you're talking about Amazon. I mean, do you know, this is where I got my dress shirt from. Like, I literally,
love
that's where
Amazon.
I bought it. Megan, I want to go to your comment
Okay.
here. Give them more chores so they can earn some of the money to learn and save a valuable dollar. Yes, the parents are still technically paying for it, but turning it into a learning opportunity for them. And that's kind of my point, right? Exactly. Jeanette, I used to save my babysitting money for one Abercrombie t-shirt, and I would wear it only on Fridays so I could get some weekend wear out of it. My first Abercrombie shirt, I will never forget. Me neither. So my parents, I will never forget this. Like this one Hanukkah, I was opening up, we were able to choose our Hanukkah presents. My mom would put them all out.
Oh, you could
and
pick,
each
like,
night
okay.
you were able to pick which present you wanted.
that's so fun.
Which I loved. It was super cool. But I remember opening up this one gift, and it was like, you pick the smaller present because you want the bigger present. You never know which is better.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
But it was a salmon color Abercrombie and Fitch sweatshirt, and it was my first one. And I
Nailed
was
it,
like,
Jan.
Yeah,
You
it was
nailed
the
it.
coolest thing ever. And I was,
sweatshirt?
yeah,
Did it say Abercrombie?
yes, and I had it for years and years and years, and I think I still probably have it somewhere. But it was like my life was made. It was the best Hanukkah ever.
Hey, enough was Hanukkah presents. Yep. Jeanette said she used to save her babysitting money. Oh, you had that one.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, someone else. I just was about to pull the one up. Somebody else. Oh, it was Kelly's. When I grew up, my parents had the money to buy all the name brands, so I knew what it was. When my kids grew up, they didn't know what the name brands were, so they didn't really care. But now they have their own money and they buy name brand everything. I feel like it was different. I feel like when I was younger, we bought a couple. Like we did buy, I wanted the Abercrombie. We bought, but we shopped again. I think the uniforms probably helped with that because I was buying school clothes at J.C.
Right,
Penney's because they had
exactly.
turtlenecks. But I will say I maybe got to college and got a little more into the brands, and then like I went right back out of it because it's just not really my
Well, and so here's my other thing right now. I don't think a lot of like what brands are your kids wearing nowadays? Like we know Nike shoes are really big. We know that they love like Champion and a couple other things. Like what
Vans.
are
They like
Vans, which is crazy to me. Like we're literally going way back when.
Yeah, what brands are the kids into these days?
And so, like nowadays, like, okay, and then I also had really fancy friends, and they were all like, buying like Louis, and they were buying Chanel stuff, and I'm like, what? Who has the money for that?
Jen, she's right.
Lulu.
She's right. That's what it is. That's what it is, isn't it, John?
Oh, you know it.
Uh-huh.
Lulu.
Oh, I bet that's it.
I only shop the sale rack at Lulu.
I don't have anything from there.
I have a sweatshirt, a pair of shorts.
I have one headband that someone gave me as a gift.
Okay, and here's
Like
the
a
other thing.
Running headband.
Right. Exactly.
Kids are dressing up. Right.
Aloe. Okay.
Now, if I went to Lulu and I tried stuff on, is it that much more comfortable? Like, would I
It's
like
really
it that
comfortable.
much more is my question.
Well, okay, so here, let's bring in the expert here because John has something from Lulu, this really nice, I think we have the same sweatshirt, but he also got something very similar from Target.
But you can feel the difference. No doubt about it.
What about the pants?
Yeah, it feels like you're, I don't know, wearing pajamas, but they look nicer too.
Because the girls really like the
They're amazing.
like the yoga pants from there.
Mm-hmm.
But I get them from all over the place. I am a big proponent of if it's got to look good. Like I really don't care about the brand. I want it to look good.
What about like actual back to school supplies though?
Oh, man.
I was very particular with
Me too.
pencils. Like I was not
Ticonderoga.
cheaping out. Yep, had to be Ticonderoga.
Oh, like you didn't want the kind that
crayons. They had to
shred.
be Crayola.
You
Yeah.
can't not have Crayola crayons.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you can.
No, you
But you
can't-
shouldn't.
You can't.
The Crayola
The
crayons, I
wax
will
sticks to the
say,
paper? Oh.
yeah, they're a lot more hardy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You get what you pay for with crayons. Why? Like, why are they
The other ones
so
are so
much?
waxy, and
Yeah,
they don't.
Why
hold
are
on the
other
paper.
crayons so inferior?
Okay, Sarah says her favorite leggings by far are Lululemon. They're amazing, truly.
Okay.
Jeanette says, "Oh boy, I travel in my Lulu sweats. It feels like you're not really capacity adjustments as well." There you go.
Oh, a little breeze.
The best way to describe Lulu clothes, Lulu pants, shorts,
Uh-huh.
whatever, it's the closest I could imagine of what it feels like to be swaddled as a baby.
And they love being swaddled.
Exactly. So
Heather says
Do with
for
that what you will.
Lulu, John, go to the Canadian outlets.
I can
you
get
been there?
behind that.
I have not been there.
Oh, maybe you'll have to try it.
Okay, can we talk about it on Twitter? Sorry.
Sorry.
God damn, Katie. I can't blame people for not having kids. It costs so much. I took my son shopping and he wanted Michael Jordan sneakers. This is what we were talking
Yes,
about. Jordans,
yes.
I know her.
Right.
And some other brand sneakers. I didn't even know that was going to set me back $400. What do you say to
See-
your kids now? I can't afford it. No.
Right.
Just say no. I don't know. Like, can you just say no?
Oh my gosh, would I have a hard time with that?
Okay.
$400?
That's insane. So doubling down here, I believe because of social media, kids are demanding more than
Yes.
we demanded when we were kids. Just we expect it with our
Yes.
parents. They're demanding so much and expecting so much more.
Mhm.
Why shouldn't they? If Susie
Yeah.
has it, why can't I?
100%. Wow. See, that's, and I can justify, like, as an adult, if you have your own money and your, whatever. And even for a kid, if they stayed the same size and you wanted to buy, let's say it's one thing that's going to be a good product, you know the brand, you know it's going to be, blah, 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 get the good thing. But for a kid who's going to change, their foot size changes, like some kids every like 3 months.
Right.
How could you justify that?
And so I remember my friends who were my age, they would literally, when they grew out of their clothes, give my mom bags and bags and bags of
Yeah.
their old clothes. I was wearing hand-me-downs for years because it just didn't make sense.
Logan's already wearing hand-me-downs.
Well, but right, like I was so tiny
Yes, and like
that I fit into their clothes.
if there are hand-me-downs that you can wear and someone gives them to you, I am all for it.
Right.
They're so like I like Heather's comment too. I think is important. Like she says yes. Oops, I don't know why it's popping up. She says yes. You can say no.
Right. A lot of people are saying that. Mark says TikTok is a big reason kids want the name brands. Lori says ask Susie's parents to adopt you. That's something my mom would have said.
Susie, yeah, Susie's first. Yeah, that's funny.
Lauren says social media makes everything more difficult, but if a kid is demanding, then they will see Mama Bear come out. Barbara says the answer would be a solid no.
Look at Bridget. You either pay for food or sneakers. You have to say no. We didn't die. I'm sorry. I had no trouble saying no.
Okay, so here, can I tell you something else? As a kid, I don't think that you understand the reality of money.
No,
That's number one.
of course, right.
Number two, you don't ever want to be that kid who feels ostracized or not part of like the cool group. But
know.
what you wear and what kind of clothes you have or what you have doesn't define who you are. And I think it takes a while to really understand that.
I also think that a lot of us we talk all the time, right, about like money management and how, this, you can slip up with these credit cards. I think my hope is that like starting from a really young age, I can start to teach that.
Sure. Yeah, that's a great point.
Because like, let's say you have a kid who wants these $400 sneakers. Okay. So you say, all right, like here's your $400 sneakers. Here are the 10 things you could get for that same $400.
Or,
What choice do you make now?
right.
Because there's probably a few things that you want here too.
That's
You know
a good
what I
point.
mean? Oh gosh, $400 for a pair of sneakers?
That's crazy. Shonda says, no different than us idolizing those on television living in LA when we were growing up. Right. Do you remember watching
Laguna
the
Beach?
OC? Right, exactly. In the hills.
Yep.
And we all wanted to be Elsie and we all wanted to
Steven
be, thank
and
you.
yeah. I know. You know what? Here's a good one too that Kelly says. If you're a parent who can afford those things, have a conversation with your kids that not every child has the same opportunity.
And that's a great point. That's
Totally.
a really good point. Here's another good point. Heather, if you feel like you need it, go to TJ Maxx or Marshalls and the outlets. It's the only way to get brand names on a budget. My kid loves brand name clothes, but we were bougie on a budget. I love that.
Bougie on a budget. I think
That should
we're
be a
that.
new series.
That's what we are. That's what we are. This
Yeah.
is probably from Marshalls.
Do you know how much this tie was? Isn't it a nice tie, brand new? $7.99. You know from where? Marshalls on Delaware.
I love Marshalls. Don't tell people my secret
Sorry.
Marshalls. You knock that off. It's got great stuff.
But like Ben Sherman, do you know how much this would have cost otherwise?
So here's something. I just went shopping with my college roommate. Has two daughters, they're 13 and 15, and they were here visiting. They met the baby. One thing I will say is that when shopping with these girls, and they love shopping, they're 13 and 15-year-old girls. They picked out a couple things. We went to the Marshalls, my Marshalls on Delaware.
It's great.
And my friend, the girl, her daughter picked out a few things, and my friend was like, that looks great, and it looks really nice. She's like, but what do you think though? She's like, do you think we could get it for a better price somewhere else?
Oh, I love that.
She was like, do you think we could find it like for a better price somewhere else? Like, what do you think? And she's a very good shopper. And the kids were like, I think we could probably find this for a better price. But she's like, I think so too. I think we probably could. And I'm like,
That's really smart.
is such a great way to like talk
Yep.
about, because they're like, but she also the kids mean it too. Like they're in on the deals now. I think it's a good conversation to like, we can find that for a better price somewhere
Yeah, I
else.
like that. That's a good way of saying
Autumn
no.
was telling me, she kind of says that to Natalia, like, Mommy can find that for a better price somewhere else. Like,
Yeah.
And then, or she'll say something like, we can find this for a better price, Mom.
And then it kind of like takes the onus off of the parent.
Yeah, and like the concept of like just forget about it for now, but maybe you know what I mean. Like,
What is Google Lens? Because this is the second time I'm seeing this comment.
is that the thing where you can put a picture in and you can see all the different stuff, like where it came from,
Or is it a Google browser extension?
like
Help
a
me help
shopping
you
thing?
here.
Does look like you can take a picture.
Oh, okay.
And then I think it tells you where you can find different stuff.
Wow.
Search what you see. Yeah. Find a look you like. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It is. It is because, okay, here's what I would say I would use something like that for. I don't know if anybody else there out here ever, do you ever get like targeted ads for like men's shopping?
Like the boxes.
I want to call them a box. Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're like,
I think it's called like Stanley or Stately or something like
there's
that.
a million.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I'm not going to sign up for the box, but where's that dress from?
Right.
That would be a good use of it.
Okay, fair enough.
I think
My mom, I hate shopping. Going to a secondhand store would be absolute torture.
your
So-
mom hates shopping.
Which is crazy because I love shopping and
My mom doesn't like shopping either.
I don't get it. I don't understand.
I love shopping.
I do too. And I will.
Even if I'm just window shopping.
But like Katie, I will go through, if it's a clearance rack, every single piece of clothing in my size to see if I like it. And if I like it, I'll try it on.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean that, like if I'm going to, I could get like a shirt for $3. It might not fit perfect, but I'm going to get it and wear it around the house.
my friend who I was just telling you about, she is the clearance queen.
Yeah.
And she's also the person who will pull something out,
You
like you're
should
saying.
bring Emily on.
I know she's so good at. I know. But she would hold something up. Like the times this woman has held stuff up to me and been like, try this on. I'd be like, I don't like it. Ew, I'm not wearing it. And I put it on. I'm like, I love it. She's picked out half my wardrobe.
Kathy says, I window shop more than I shop. Okay, that's fair enough.
And window shopping is fun too.
I love just looking sometimes.
You know what? It's fun to look and see if you can recreate it too.
Sure.
Can I recreate this outfit?
What I was going to say before about the kids, and I saw somebody comment about this, like, okay, what about the kids who are picked on because they can't afford it? So here's the thing. I love shopping for our nieces and nephew because for me, it's like, I would have loved this as a kid, and I don't know that I would have gotten it. And so, I don't know if there are parents out there
But
who
did
feel
you
the same
have,
way.
like that aunt, uncle, family member, somebody who would spoil you and buy you some of those special little things? Like my aunt would she would sometimes buy us like something, or she'd get me the gift card to the place that I really wanted to go, that kind of stuff. And that's the person, like, then you become that person.
Well, and so that I don't know that my mom will probably disagree with me. I don't think I had that person. I really don't, but I love just buying things that, like, I want to be the cool uncle, but I also just know that I would have liked this if I were their age, and I think it's cool now.
It's fun to be able to buy
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
2 comments I want to pull up. Shonda, less is more. Maybe it's my age. I'd rather invest in my 401k. I totally get that. I did tell Paul the other day. I'm like, we got to go through. He's like, well, do you want to clean up the house? I go, no, we got to get rid of. Like, we're to
That's
the point
so
where it's
hard.
like we got to get rid of some stuff. I know. And then this comment too, Antoinette. Burlington, also great.
Ooh.
They have layaway. You can shop and then pay your bills while you're paying for your items a little bit at a time. Very budget friendly. There's a Burlington right in front of Target. Still,
They're more than great coats.
I have gone there before, and I have found dresses there. Like like sometimes those Calvin Klein dresses, they start in the higher retail end stores, and then like they make their way down. Like they buy them on Overstock, things
Right.
like that. I get those at Marshalls, Burlington, all the time.
What was I going to say about Burlington? I can't remember.
Oh, Danielle, that's her. She's just spoiling it.
Yes, I love that. I was this actually made my heart so happy. So Vincenzo's birthday was back in June, right?
Lauren,
Yeah, June.
Lifeline.
And so I bought him
I'm
from
familiar.
this really cool dump truck that I was like, wow, this is awesome. Like it moved and you can like do a lot of stuff with it. And I also found this Bluey digital camera, and I know the kids love Bluey. So I bought it for them and he loved it. And then I bought the same one for Adriana.
Love.
And because they're basically a year apart, and we went to her house, gave her birthday presents earlier this month, and she's like, this is awesome. She was so excited. She wanted a camera, and like you could play games on it and everything. And I was like, when we go away on vacation in a couple of weeks, you could bring it with you. And it was just like, it was the coolest thing. Like my heart was like bouncing out of my chest. It was the coolest thing.
Marguerite. Ed buys nieces and nephews toys you can play with. This was always my husband too. Like he'd be like, let's get them what's this little, is it called
That's
Nerf?
more Rush than I am.
What's the little shooting guns, the Nerf?
Yeah.
So we got this thing from our nephews came years ago where you could use the little Nerf guns. They're like little balls basically. And the thing something hovers so you could try to hit it. I'm like, after like 4 weeks after they were gone, I was still finding these balls everywhere. I'm like,
Wrap it up. Find these balls.
We're throwing these things out.
I bought, I don't think Andrea was too happy with me though about this. I bought Alana this really nice makeup kit because she loves
Did you
makeup.
ask ahead of time if you could get her makeup?
No.
Those are the things
Sorry.
I just want to check on. Now
Sorry,
you know.
Andrea.
No, you know.
But she loved it.
Of course she did. 'Cause she's probably not allowed to have it.
Well, I'm also that uncle.
Ask me next time, and then I'll just say, just run that one by mom or dad. Yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
And really quick, people also saying shopping at Gabe's
Have you ever been to a Gabe's? No, I haven't been there yet.
and Ross.
I love Ross.
Got to go for the discount. Like
Always.
a lot of the times, the same stuff you find in the store just months later.
And also, I love stocking up.
Yeah. I just buy a lot of we buy all different color dresses, all different color ties
Yep.
for work. Like, Yeah, it's a good place. to
She
be.
was fine with it. Thank God.
Thank God. Woo. On that note.
Have a great day, everyone. We'll
Bye,
see you
guys.
tomorrow.